Okay, I seem to have a health problem where the more push-ups I do, the sicker my stomach feels. I mean, this is really getting out of hand for me. I get more frequent sick stomach feelings, and I just have no control over it. It happens at night, it's happened during the daytime, and it's when I puke up, when I burp up things. Today, at least, my first real major burp after having a meal, it just led to a stomach sickness, and that meal could be in question. One thing I'm questioning now is the pumpkin seeds, or they're called pepitas. I think I remember 20 years ago they seemed to have a different texture, taste, and smell, and now they're so much different. And I remember that even in Rice Lake, Wisconsin 20 years ago, as well as remembering it about 10 years ago when I was on the West Coast. It seems like pepitas have made a change. I don't know, but I have to practice elimination diet, and I have to practice better habits for dealing with my hiatal hernia. So my hiatal hernia is what's also causing some problems. And you're not supposed to like hunch over for 2 hours after eating, and I did that all the time, and I'm still doing it. It's hard to avoid when your feet are put up and you got a small seat in a car like this. I mean, even getting a chair, there's no real comfortable chairs, and it takes up so much room it would affect my room for sleeping. But today, after a long time, I'm gonna have some chamomile tea, and it's cooled down enough. Chamomile tea is recommended for all various stomach ailments and stuff, so I'm gonna, I guess, maybe try to consume more chamomile tea. But also, I was just doing some push-ups here, and it's making like a crazy sick feeling as well, doing push-ups, and also little pains in here after doing the push-ups. I used to have some bad shoulder pains, and they might come back, and that's why I stopped doing push-ups. So I let things get really weak in the front, and then the hiatal hernia really came in. I let things get weak mainly because of the shoulder pain. I just couldn't deal with it. I'm even keeping a magnet on my front again because of the sickness. The sickness is really getting out of hand. But I really don't want to stop doing push-ups because my stomach gets sick. When I used to do push-ups when I was young, I never got sick stomach from doing push-ups. I don't see that as a viable reason to stop. I mean, if anything, maybe doing push-ups maybe I gotta work through the sick feeling. And I really got myself weak skipping out on push-ups. All because my shoulders were getting way too painful. And that shoulder pain started when I was like 26 on the bench. I just had to stop. I couldn't figure it out. I tried alternative stuff, but it just wasn't working. So I had to just stop doing chest, stop doing bench, stop doing push-ups. Just simply because of the pain. It's just how the shoulders are aligning, how I was building up that strength. But now I'm taking a different approach. And before the shoulders can even start hurting, my stomach's getting sick all the time. More severe than ever. And I am working my stomach, holding myself like this. So it's like tightening things up is maybe something going on with tightening the front up. All right. So when I do the push-ups, kind of my different approach is to simply push against the, is that a bee? Push against the car so that it's working the muscle in a very different way. This might be bringing relief from potential shoulder pain. I have not experienced any neck problems, no matter how much I contort my neck as I push forward using either my butt or my chest. I can focus on either one. This moment it's got to be chest. So I'm trying to push my car over and just hold it. And I can use my head for some flexibility, up, down, back and forth. It really doesn't feel like a lot of pressure on my head anyway, especially when I got a cushion. Very little pressure on the neck. It can handle a lot. That's really, I can really squeeze nice and tight there. But it's like, what is going on with my gut? Because this is like this breathing. The tension, I might be like tightening up the hiatal hernia maybe, and it doesn't like that. I got the magnet where the acupuncturist suggests I could use a needle, acupressure, or a magnet just to try to push things down. But I mean, if exercise is going to be causing sickness, and I've had issues where if I exercise a lot, and I'll get sick. I mean, a hard 45-minute workout when I was younger, maybe get sick at the end, but not on the first set of doing like push-ups. Okay. And it feels fine now. It's like come and go. So it's like that first set I felt sick, but then subsequent sets now I've been feeling okay. So I'm not quite understanding the issue. So the shoulder's actually kind of hurting a little bit. It's feeling a little tender. So maybe I had to work through the sickness to get to the shoulder pain. This is really hard on my shoulders, and it shouldn't be. I mean, I hope to find a really good way to counteract the push-up. The shoulder issues that come with it. And I can only do 10 at a time. Jeez. I've been using this stick for the longest time. Just trying to stretch things out. I was thinking maybe this would be a good way to counteract shoulder pain. Because I do enough push-ups and I can reach that shoulder pain threshold. I can feel the tightness, actually. And I can also feel this, just this pre-sickness welling up. And a lot of it's gas buildup. There's a pre-sickness gas buildup going on in my gut. Show a little slight shoulder pain from push-ups, which I really need to really properly figure out how to alleviate that shoulder pain. I don't have a great solution still at my age. I don't want to skip out on push-ups. Yeah, the right shoulder, I mean, when I was doing this exercise, I was getting the shoulder pain pings and I worked through them. But beforehand there was no working through the pain on the shoulder. It just got worse and worse to the point where I couldn't move and I had to stop. I just need to figure out how to work through the sickness and the pains as an older exercise enthusiast.